Secret number 1. I hate my brilliant job. Okay, this may seem really stupid, but hear me out. I am 18 and have recently got a job which I love. It pays good money, and the people I meet while I'm working make me feel wholesome. So why do I hate it so much? It's the long hours and some of my co-workers. This is my first job, and I'm working nearly 9 hours a day 6 days a week. I miss having time to myself. Plus I suffer with many mental health issues, and it's tiring the F out of me. The co-workers don't help at all either. And I mean literally as well. Yes, some of my co-workers are amazing, however the rest are useless. I'm left doing most the work while they do the bare minimum. Even doing their jobs while they do something less exhausting, or nothing at all. I'm tired of it. I don't want no work, I just want something less exhausting for me. It probably will not matter in time, but for now, it's really affecting my mental health. I don't know anyone who can give me any advice to motivate me before I go through another mental breakdown. Secret number 2. A bad dream. Last night I had a dream where my girlfriend tried to break up with me. I don't remember any details honestly, which is a good thing, but it's still on my mind. I told her about it some minutes ago, but not what the dream was about, just that I'd had a bad dream. I can imagine why I had that dream. Our relationship isn't bad, although we've hardly been able to talk, because I'm busy with work, and only get to talk to her some minutes before she sleeps. But that won't be a permanent situation. Other than that, she seems to be happy, from what I can tell. I just have a lot of things I'm struggling to work out. I just want someone to care, I guess, or to get it off my chest properly. Secret number 3. Why do I suck at making friends? How do you do it? Seriously. Every time I make friends, after some time we just drift away. I never felt chosen. I always feel like it's okay for people to just leave me, and I don't have it in me to demand security. I'm such a loser. Worst part is, when I get surrounded by people yet I still feel most alone. Everybody seems to be drifting away from my life. I don't want them to go. I want to be happy. Secret number 4. It's getting bad lately. I don't know how it happened. Suddenly I was crying on the drive home, and crying in the bathroom at work. There was an permanent ache in my chest, of a feeling I so desperately wanted to get rid of. I wouldn't even eat until I got off work. 1 meal a day. I didn't even try to starve myself, I just couldn't eat. When I did eat, the hurt and the ache inside of me made me so nauseous. I'm so nauseous all of the time from the sadness. It felt like the hurt and pain would leave when I threw all my food up. When I was sitting there, I craved to get it all out. The food, but mostly the pain. The bad feelings and the frustration. I wanted it out. It was therapeutic. I feel this constant dull sadness inside of me. I am different than others. Nothing comes easy to me. Friendships, relationships, life. I feel destined to go through this life alone. My eyes would sting after I was done throwing up. Another night I climb into bed, tears rolling down my face, in this apartment all alone. Secret number 5. I am really sad over a really stupid thing. Long story short, my birthday is coming up, and we won't celebrate it. My husband was sick for 2 weeks, which put him out of work, and he is the sole breadwinner of the family. I cannot work until next year, so our financial situation is in shambles. Even our food budget is very limited right now, and he has to borrow money to pay some of the bills this month. I feel helpless and I can't do anything to help. But another selfish, warped part of me is heartbroken. I was looking forward to it so much. Cake and gifts and cuddles. For the first time in my life. I wanted to celebrate it, because I never had the chance to growing up. My parents forbid it and I never could celebrate. I would never get gifts or cake or anything at all. Last year was the first year of me being away from my parents' control. But I was alone in an unfamiliar city, with my then fiancé, a sea away and working his ass off. So I sent him packing to bed, because he was exhausted, while claiming it was no big deal and a day like any other. Then I proceeded to cry myself to sleep. This time, I am by his side, and early on this year, we were talking about how we will celebrate it. I was really excited. Now this happened. So I am going to be an adult. We cannot afford stuff, so I will insist we don't celebrate. I will tell him that the best gift he can give me is him resting up. Because work is rough on him now that he is back, since he is out of shape. But I hate how I won't mean it. Why Why do I have to feel so sad over something so stupid? I don't even know why it is even that important to me. I don't want to feel this way. I hate it. And because this is something I will never admit to anyone ever, I just needed to get it off my chest. Secret number 6. I'm a teacher who ignores bullying. 95% of all bullying allegations are mainly an immature attention-seeking kid who purposely brings negative attention and thrives on it. It's all a game to them. The most effective way is to tell the bullies to ignore the bullied. When that happens, the bullied ends up being bullied by someone else. It's an endless cycle. Eventually everyone starts to ignore the bullied, and that's when bullied kids cry that they are being bullied through exclusion. Secret number 7. When death lurks close, I feel sad, afraid and alone. And I feel selfish for making this about me. Because the real tragedy is happening with my dog, who was given 2 weeks. My heart is breaking constantly, and the regret for not taking him out on more walks and giving him the chance to explore life out there is weighing heavy. It feels like my worst nightmares. But then, I can't help but think about my parents. All my life since I understood death felt like being dragged forward by time to the 2 events I've constantly been so afraid of. I wish there was a cure or Google had an answer. It's just so cruel. Secret number 8. I was happier when I was pathetic. About last year I was pathetic. I was broke, played video games, hung out with all male friends, didn't really bathe or cleanse that well, wasn't that good looking, etc. Now, I've grown up a bit, I'm a sophomore now. I liked a girl and asked her out, then got rejected. I then got into self-improvement and here I am. I'm supposed to be happy, and I'm not. I'm so much better looking now. I get so much more attention from girls. I have all I could ever want, and I worked for it all. And I'm still that social anxiety-ridden pathetic little guy with barely any friends who played video games all day, just with a better mask on and working harder to get the mask to look better. Sometimes, I wish I could go back, you know? The uselessness and sadness I felt then is nothing to the emptiness I feel now. I had emotion and stuff when I was that neckbeard acne-ridden greasy hair ugly little pig. I wish I could just play video games all day again. Get bad grades, eat like pig. But I can't. I'm too deep now. And I can't go back. It doesn't feel right. But this doesn't feel right either. Secret number 9. I have stopped studying. My exam, which was to be held in May end, got postponed, and even before the postponement notice, I had stopped studying, and after the notice I have no motivation to study. Whenever I think of my studies, I feel like a stone is pressed against my heart. I start feeling very anxious. I feel like crying, but I cannot cry. I want to reduce my weight too, as I have thyroid deficiency and PCOS, but I have no motivation. I feel like I am a narcissistic. But at the same time, I hate my body, my attitude, my everything. Everything about me is disgusting. I am extremely moody and keep finding excuses to not do anything. Secret number 10. Losing my dog. She's not dying. My mom and stepdad are getting a divorce. And my dog is gonna stay with my stepdad. And I honestly think it's bullshit. I've been very sad about it. I've cried a lot. She's my dog first of all. I got her on my birthday. I'm the only one who takes her to walks. From all of my family members, she always comes to me. She hangs out in my room all the time. I love her. And it kills me that I'm probably not gonna see her again. I don't even care that they're divorcing. I've never had a good relationship with my parents or my step-parents. But I do care that I'm losing my dog. There was a time when I was very lonely. I didn't have good friends or parents I could talk to. I have good friends now. But I'm still pretty sad time to time. And it helps a lot that my dog is in the room with me. I don't think my mom understands how important my dog is to me. I already have lost both my cats. They went missing a long time ago and we never found them. I know this day probably would have come soon anyways. I'm 18. I'm gonna go live with my mom for now. But I have thought about moving out soon. I'm figuring out now what I want to do or where to study. It would have been okay if she had stayed at my mom and sister. And when I move out I can still go see her sometimes. Even if I don't have relationship with my mom. But my freaking stepdad? Who I won't see again. Cause they're divorcing and is not part of the family after that? It doesn't make any sense. My mom doesn't want to take responsibility of her again. And she said she didn't even check if the new apartment allows dogs. So those are some reasons. I'm very angry and also very sad about it. I don't know if talking about this would change anything, knowing my mom.